recording, I am going to share my exploration of skill registry feature within Gemini Enterprise Agent Platform Agent Registry. So the skill registry, what is a skill registry? So skill registry is a secure and private low latency repository for managing agent skills, and I have spoken about skills in another of my tutorial, how to write skills. Now skills are self-contained package which encodes the procedural instructions, the structural instructions as a file structure, and gets injected into the context window of the language model in a progressive way, right? And skills was initially invented by Anthropic, later it was contributed to the open source. Skills is now a open standard used by everybody, right? Now once skill is there, the next problem statement came in, right? Where do I register the skills? And that's where the skill registry comes into picture. Recently with GEAP launch, now GEAP has a skill registry as well, and we will see how we can upload a skill to the skill registry and then use it in a ADK agent using the skill toolset module of ADK, right? So for this, first I created a weather lookup skill. So let me go here. Okay, so before I go into this, right, so I created a weather lookup skill. So if you see in the weather lookup skill, I have the skill.md, right, that has the front matter and instructions. So in the instructions I told it if a weather of a particular city needs to be searched or retrieved, it needs to run a getweather.py Python program under the scripts folder, right? And the reference as the API reference, how to which APIs to reference and all, right? So let me delete this zip file. Will re-zip this file so that I can show you how it works. So this is the skill that I have written. Now before you upload it to skill registry, so these are some so this is the API that you need to enable. This is how you authenticate yourself. It is, I'm using ADC, application default credentials, exported the GCP product ID, the location name. These are the endpoints of the skill registry. Then yeah, this is the skill.md file that I created. Now we will zip it, right? To zip it, we need to run this zip command. So let me go to, so I'm at the weather lookup skill. So I'll zip the skill. The skill is zipped now. I'll convert it to a base 64. I'll encode it to base 64 because that is a need requirement before we can upload and change it for macOS, right? And to make this change, base 64 is what GCP in the documentation recommends to convert into base 64 and then upload it to the skill registry, right? Now let me see the, so it is 2788 characters, which is good, right? Now we'll upload the skill. Now sometimes back today I already run this, and it looks like if I upload a skill into a registry and later delete it, although it gets removed from the skill registry immediately, I cannot use this skill ID again for 24 hours. So it seems to me that it's probably a tombstone marker. It's still there. It probably takes 1 hour or 24 hour to completely remove it, right? So I'll say skill ID equal to weather lookup 01, and then I will run this to upload. So it has been uploaded. So if you see what I did is the authorization, the token, this is the display name, this is the description of the weather skill, look up current weather conditions and forecast for any city worldwide. This is where I put the base 64 payload. This is the zip of the entire file structure, right? Now that I have uploaded it, let me do a, I'll not do a, okay, let me do a list because I want to show something. If I do a list, I should see two skills now. One is the weather lookup one that we just uploaded, and this is a default registry, skill registry that comes in the skill registry already built in. It's so based on the documentation, it looks like this GCP skill registry helps or it's a skill to search the right skill based on a particular user query, right? And if I want to search a particular skill, right, I already have the skill ID. So for example, with the skill ID, if I to search, which is the weather skill, then it will show me only the skill. So if you see in this get, right, I'm not only getting the skill description, even the zipped file system, the content of the base 64 encoding of the file is also given to me, right? Now this is how I can get the skill once I upload it. You can update the weather skill also. I'll skip this. Now next what we will do is we will see. So if I say query, if this is my query, right, and when I pass the query to the skills retrieve endpoint, right, semantically it should be able to do a semantic search and tell me that weather lookup 01 is the one that you would like to use for the this query, right? So it does a semantic search, right? Skill revisions we can do, skill revisions we can version it. I will skip this. I want to directly go and now show how we can write a program to get this skill from the skill registry in a ADK program and use the skill within ADK, right? So this is the program. So if you see now ADK, and this is very interesting. I saw that now in ADK there is a GCP skill registry module as part of the ADK integration skill registry. If I open it, right, though this is the GCP skill registry, right? So the GCP skill registry is already part of ADK now. I create an instance of the GCP skill registry, right, and then I create the skill toolset, right? So this skill toolset is where the actual magic, the harness part is happening, like Claude, right? The progressive disclosure where it looks at the front matter, finds out which front matter is relevant for the query, and then loads the skill, right? All those logic is happening in the skill toolset, which is also a built-in module within ADK. I pass the registry, and since I am executing a Python code, I am giving it a code executor tool as well, right? And this my skill tool set is what I now pass as tools, right? This is where my the zipped, the base 64 zip content that you saw, right? When it runs, it will get that skill content, put it here, and then the skill tool set will do progressive disclosure to actually execute or the agent will use that skill to address your query, right? I'm using in-memory session, and this is the query I'm passing. What is the weather in Tokyo, right? So now if I run this code, I'll say Python run registry, right? So you'll see that it is connected to the skill, right? It got the weather lookup 01 skill, right? And since I already the weather API key, I already put it in the I as an export I put it in the my virtual environment, so it is able to get the weather in Tokyo is partly cloudy. So it is all this information it is now getting by executing that skill, right, through the skill. If you remember in the skill, I said that run this Python script get weather.py, right? This is where search skill there is run skill script, right? And it is running the skill script and giving me the result. So this is how we can integrate GEAP's skill registry with ADK. Right? Now let me go back and delete the skill. This is the one. So I already have the skill ID in the environment. I'll go ahead and run it. Skill is deleted. I should not be seeing any of the skills right now except that except the GCP skill registry, right? So this was something or this is something that I just explored to understand how skill registry works in GEAP. I was actually happy to see it because this is something that I was waiting for a long time. Although I would say it is still not a completely mature feature, because through the console still there is no way to look at the skill. It is all through the curl commands and API access. I'm sure as it evolves, probably GCP will bring a skill portal also where we can look at the skills, test the skills from there itself, rate the skills, and while searching, the rating should be part of the search as well, right? Those things probably GCP will bring in, but overall, I wanted to show like the exploration that I did for skill registry today. That's it.